Stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fromm to throw. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
To return is McKenzie. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Jets 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 27 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, able to avoid him. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
McKenzie now to return it. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly the hit on the last drive, got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brought down by
some of these play calls. I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Fromm. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the Jets.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Jets ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From a screen to Bell. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen going deep and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. Middle. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Staying open.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The give is to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Allen, 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
third down. Here's Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. From off of play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's From. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, already his second touchdown here in this opener. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Makes this
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bills 31, Jets 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bills 38, Jets 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of actually.
You think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw from. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 15.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and then hoping for big plays downfield.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now from to pass on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second down, it's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Allen again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Crowder now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Brings up 2nd.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Fromm. Going deep now for Herndon. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2 to go. They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen, fighting off the defender. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Zach Moss.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
And
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Morgan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Another 3 and out.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
38-yard line.
Nothing here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
after the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Fromm. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.